Hello everyone and welcome back to another Figurehead Reviews video, and today we are taking a look at the Target exclusive Marvel Legends Red Hulk. This figure was just recently announced. They talked about it again at Toy Fair, saying it was going to be a Target exclusive, didn't see any release date, and then bam, all of a sudden it was in the stores and I managed to snag one, so very happy to get this guy. Here we have Hulk in the front window looking menacing. On the side we do have the same artwork, but very cool looking artwork. On the back we do have a product shot along with one of the most basic read-ups I've ever seen. General Thunderbolt Ross transforms into the Hulk, a creature he swore to destroy. And then on the bottom we do have the UPC code, and I've also included a link down at the bottom to Brickseek with the DPCI, which is 087161602. But enough about that, let's get this out of the packaging and take a look at the Red Hulk. And here is the Red Hulk outside of the packaging, and man, we just heard about this at Toy Fair being a Target exclusive, no release date, no pre-order information given, and then just suddenly he's in stores, and I was really excited to find him out there in the wild and get one, so very, very cool. Some really cool details with this figure. We'll get a better look here at the sculpt work and some of the subtle painting that we have throughout, but I think Hasbro did a very good job on this figure. Now, when standing straight up, he does come in at about 8.5 inches tall, which puts him at a pretty good height over your standard Marvel Legends figure. And then inside the packaging, we do have some accessories in the form of 2 pairs of hands. So first, we're going to get these open gesture hands. Those could be used, of course, just for your standard open gesture poses or gripping poses. And then, of course, we do have some fisted hands, so that way you can get some very good shots of Hulk beating people up. But I really want to get a better look, so let's get our close-ups here on the sculpt and the paintwork. And starting up close first with the face sculpt. So this is a new sculpt from any of the other previous Hulk figures, and it's very cool that they did something at least a little bit different. You know, you try to find different ways to make a Hulk face look angry, and with this one we get a little bit of a snarl there, where his lips are kind of coming up on one side, and I really like that. And then we get some paint for the around the eyes there to kind of darken it up, and I think that looks really good. And then you get the yellow for the eyes that came out looking well. And I really like, too, you can see, hopefully it's picking up on camera, some of the subtle shading there on the front of his face, a little bit of an orange fade there that looks really good. And then the hair came out looking very well done. I like that style. And just looks good, and not a whole lot of paint, so there's not a lot of things that are out of place. The bottom teeth there looks like a little bit messed up. You can see they even went in and actually painted the tongue a deeper red, so that is really cool too. So this is going to be the spot with most of the detail paint, and it came out looking really good. Looking at the body, there you can actually see a little bit more, or at least I can see it on the camera, some of those highlights that we have on the pecs and the abs there to really kind of bring out some of the muscle definition, and I think that looks really well done as well. And then we see some of that shading again here in the shoulder and then the arms, and then on all of the hands you're going to have a little bit on the back as well. So again, they really brought out those highlights. On the fingers we actually get painted fingernails, which looks really well done too, which well, look at that, we're actually a little bit off on that one. But man, yeah, looks really good. And they actually even got his thumb over here too, so they didn't forget that, even though the rest of his fist is enclosed. Pants, we get this dark black. It kind of has a little bit of a bluish hue under it with certain lights, but it looks very black in hand. And yeah, I like how that came out. And we even have, again, some of that orange just continuing on. And yeah, I really like how they did the paint. Now, looking at the articulation, you do have a head that can go side to side without too much issue, but you don't get a whole lot of him looking down or up. When you pull his head back, as a matter of fact, he's pretty much just looking straight. You do have arms that can come up. Right about there is going to be the maximum, so not too far. You do have, though, full rotation. You do have a butterfly joint, so you can actually get these arms very far back, but they're not going to go too far forward. The butterfly, unlike the Spider-Man, doesn't really cut into the pec there, which is fine, because I'd rather preserve that sculpt. You do have a bicep swivel, a single jointed elbow, but it's not too bad. You can almost get a full 90 degrees. You do get this weird little elbow spike, though, that's a little unfortunate. There is actually some rotation at the elbow as well. Then, of course, you have rotation and a hinge on all of the arms, or hand sculpts rather, at the wrist. You do have a diaphragm joint that can go back quite a ways, not too bad, and then can kick forward. Yeah, not too bad there as well. And then, of course, you do have a little bit of side to side at the diaphragm, but not a ton. It's going to start cutting into it, and you get a little wobbly at the diaphragm too, just to point that out. And you get a little bit where you can shift it side to side. He does have waist rotation as well, and then you do have legs that can come apart that far, kick forward that far. You do have a upper thigh cut, a double jointed knee, and then you do have a ankle hinge with ankle pivot. And that about does it for this review, everyone. So short and sweet. I didn't have any other Hulks to do a comparison with, but overall, I think the Hulk body sculpt actually is really nicely done, and certainly has encouraged me to snag myself a second Gray Hulk, and I definitely can't wait for my Hulk and Wolverine 2-pack to get here as well. So that will be really nice to start adding these to the shelf. But overall, a great pickup. Again, this is a Target exclusive, so happy hunting. Get out there now and see what you can find. If you did like this review, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more content just like this. And aside from that, thanks for stopping by and watching my video, and have a great day.